EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Washington Commanders.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now the second-year man, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 1. Again, it's Krosky-Merritt. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's Daniels. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now they show jet sweep it instead, or run up the middle here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Play action, now it's Daniels. There's McLaurin, what a catch. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
On first down, here's Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1. They will run for the first time here with White. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. White is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking?
Chigakankwo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Adafe always so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Throwing, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And the Colts, 1st down.
Okay, here we go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There on the stop was Leo Chanel. You talk about this Washington defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I would have loved to have been in their meetings this week and hear that grizzled old defensive coordinator talk about, well, you did okay, guys. We did all right. Holding them to 13 was pretty good, but this week I expect it to be less than that.
I'm going to need to hear that a lot more often. I don't know what it was, but I liked it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now Jones. Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Throwing now is Daniels. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Daniels looking to throw. They'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 there. Good for a Commanders first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
To the air goes Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Daniels going to give to Krosky-Merritt. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw is Daniels. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
From the 22, Jones. The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and 19. Operating from the gun, Jones. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Back to Krosky-Merritt on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. They'll go again with Krosky-Merritt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Daniels. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they're showing improvement? Because you have...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Colts 7, Commanders 6. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Tress Way now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Fair catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
Coverage by Sonny Styles.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Jones. Pass caught right side by Taylor. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st down, Colts.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Josh Downs,
37 yards.
and the Colts are able to extend their lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Colts 17, Commanders 6. Rigoberto Sanchez.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's the rookie from Clemson. And they nearly get this all the way to mid. Down at the 49. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's another Washington Commanders 1st down.
1st down. Here's Krosky-Merritt. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Looking to throw. Daniels. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Across midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. 166 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big throw to carry the football and carry it off.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
With career touchdown number 60.
And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
24. Commanders 6. Rigoberto Sanchez.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And they're on 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Welcome back now here in London. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels.
There's a short one pulled in by Simmons.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And Diggs has it. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's 2nd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Rush coming in. He's taken down.
That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Escaping the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Daniels going to throw for it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Pass intercepted. It's a turnover.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
He'll check this one down to Taylor.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Williams to return. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Daniels.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running left, Taylor.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Second down and 3.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Half jumbo. What's that?
Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now in second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
They'll look to run with Taylor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll go again here with Krosky Merritt. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to third.
So this one winds up in Indy.